At one point, my children were 12, 11, 10, 10, 9, 7, 4, 3, 2, and baby. My children are all blessings through adoption. 6 of my kids we got at infancy, 4 we got later. My twins, Jonathan and Joanna, we got when they were ages 4. Johnny had never really been made to stay in bed. They couldn't get him to stay in bed. He roamed the house, he tore stuff up, he caused chaos. First weekend visit to our house, my wife says, "Raymond, why don't you put the children to bed tonight?" Johnny just stood there. "No, go bed." I am stronger than any 4-year-old in the whole world. The child is going to bed. I put my hands on his shoulders. Now he could tell by my grip this was, how shall we say, a non-negotiable psychological interface. At that point he erupts. He falls out. So I picked him up, carried him to bed, put him in the top bunk, and I just held him. It didn't hurt him. We'd already said prayers. We'd already brushed teeth. I held him. "Johnny, bedtime, son. Daddy's not going to let you leave until I decide." I couldn't let him get up. We had 5 other kids in the house at that time. He was not safe. So I held him. And I said, "Please, when I leave, don't get out of bed, Johnny, because I'm coming back." My son Andrew, 6 years old at the time, top bunk. "Andrew, would you talk to your brother, please?" "Johnny, Daddy says go to bed. You better go to bed." Remember one time? I didn't go to bed. "You're not going to like what's going to happen, Johnny. You know that? He's not going to leave, Johnny. He goes out in the hall and he waits for you, and you're not..." "Andrew, that's enough. You sound like Mom." How long do you think I had to hold that boy before he went? It was under a minute. 3 years of bedtime resistance. Now, I know you're thinking, how is this? Perception. He knew I was going to be daddy. We'd visited many times, but he couldn't quite read me. Had the foster parents tried this, they'd have been in for a 6-hour brawl, because his view of them was, "You can't stop me." Me, he didn't know. He didn't quite know. This guy seems to really mean it. I tell parents, that element of confident authority, the perception. Remember the look? Many of your parents had the look. Why did they have the look? The look doesn't mean anything. You look at a kid now, he looks back at you. "What are you looking at? You want a piece of this?" Confident perception is a key cornerstone to good discipline.